and welcome to Andrea Gamero Coaching and NoPainAllGain.ca. Today, I'd like to talk about unlocking creativity. Unlocking my creativity was like a champagne cork being shot across a room. I have always been a very creative person, but my bout with depression shut down that creativity. So over my journey of the last 4 years, I've been able to unlock my creativity again. I'm not quite sure where in my brain my creativity got locked up, but here are some tips on how you can unlock your creativity again and live the life you've always wanted to live. So here are 4 tips on how you can unlock your creativity. First, number 1, find your inspiration. Explore Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube for inspiration. 2, let your creativity flow. Start journaling on all your ideas and dreams and then make them happen. 3, take a class to develop things that inspire you. And 4, take courses on the things that are holding you back, i.e. could be marketing, social media platforms, Canva, Kindle Direct Publishing. Those are just some that are holding me back right now. But it could be anything that you want to do in life, but you're feeling a little bit intimidated by it. Take a course on that. There's so many available online. There's courses free on YouTube, or you could go down to your local library and see what they have down there, books or courses that you could take advantage of. But whatever it is that's holding you back, hit it head on, find out more information so it's not quite so scary. So let's start with finding your inspiration. So first of all, you need to find out what inspires you. What is it that you really want to do in life? Whether it's writing a book, learning to scuba dive, take pictures for National Geographic, travel the world, whatever it is, change the country that you're living in. Whatever it is that is really inspiring you right now, you can do it. You just have to find the way to make it happen. And a great way for inspiration, as I mentioned before, going on to Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. I love Pinterest. That's one of my favorite places to get inspired for things to do and just to get out of a funk even, to look at beautiful dresses or movies or wonderful vistas of oceans, mountains, forests, or even just pets. So finding your inspiration, there's really no lack of ways that you can find ideas of things that you can make a reality in your life. YouTube is another great way to find an inspiration for what you want to do, because there's lots of stories on there of brave and courageous individuals that have taken the steps that you want to take before you did. So all you need to do, sit there in the comfort of your own home and watch their adventures, glean the information that will be pertinent for you, but most of all, do your own homework so that you don't make the mistakes that they might have made and that cause them problems along the way. But it's about going and doing and exploring and making sure that you have all the information you need to take that next step of making your dream into reality. So let your creativity flow. So creativity lies in your belief that you can do anything and that you even have good ideas in the first place. So being willing to write down everything you can possibly think of in a journaling format, on paper, could be in your cell phone or a computer app, notes app that you have. Just write everything down that you could possibly ever want to do. Anything that inspires you, makes you happy, brings you joy, makes your heart flutter. Just write everything down. It's called a brain dump, and it's just letting go of everything, not judging what you're writing down, not letting little thoughts creep in of, oh, that can never happen, or that's ridiculous. Those thoughts aren't allowed when you're doing a brain dump. You just dump out everything on the piece of paper that you can possibly think of. And then that will just inspire more creative thoughts to come forward. Once everything's written down and you're sure you've got it, you've exhausted all avenues, then you can go back and look at them and see which ones you think are more realistic, which ones excite you more than others, and that way you can really start to get an idea of what you would really, really like to do. And it's also important to remember that no ideas are forbidden here unless they're going to harm others or yourself. Those ones are forbidden. But anything else is fair game. Just write it all down and have fun. This is absolutely about having fun. Just putting it all out there, because there's no restrictions at this point. Right now, we're just trying to find our inspiration, find great ideas to go after, and just let your mind expand and the ideas flow. Now, getting ideas flowing is not always easy at first, so be gentle on yourself. Give yourself, just do it. Listen to all the arguments for at least 5 minutes. Just keep at it for at least 5 minutes, because research shows that after the first 5 minutes, it gets easier. All of a sudden, new ideas will start happening, and those will snowball into other ideas. And it's just like if you exercise. You know you need to exercise, but you don't want to. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. You really don't want to. You can think of, or at least for me, I can think of a million other things I could be doing with that half an hour, 45 minutes of time. But when I start with that first 5 minutes and I break through that first 5, my body's like, well, you know what? I made it this far. I might as well finish. And that's what gets you through it. So stick to those first 5 minutes, and you'll find that it does get easier and inspiration will start to flow. The other thing you can do is listen to music, go for a walk, go for a run, jump on a trampoline, whatever it does to, just get your body moving and get the energy flowing, and that will help to get new ideas coming as well. So the next step is to take classes. So once you realize where your passions lie, you can uncork your creativity by taking classes on that subject. Your teachers will be an inspiration, a treasure trove of information for you. They will help you learn all the skills and techniques that you will need to thrive in your pursuit. They can also lead you to new resources that will help you grow and narrow down what it is you want to achieve. You will also find in these classes like-minded individuals that can help you along the way. They may even become co-collaborators in what you're doing. You will be amazed about the waterfall of ideas that can come forward from just one idea. And I can't stress enough how important it is to jump into that stream of ideas as soon as they come forward. Don't put it off, because that stream will dry up if you put it aside for even a couple of days. So when they start coming and percolating, just jump into them, follow them, write them down, dictate them into a recording device, whatever you need to do to solidify those ideas. So if you do have to use them in a different date, you'll be able to go back and replenish your supply of energy and ideas. I mean, it is so empowering to me to get sucked into my work and to get so sucked into it that the whole world falls away. When my creativity resurfaced, it was like being introduced to a friend that I hadn't seen in a very long time, and it was just a spectacular feeling. The next step is taking courses. So you may ask, well, isn't taking a class and taking a course the same thing? Well, not really. Taking a class is about growing your skills in the field that you want to pursue. Taking courses is about learning the tools you'll need to grow and allow your creativity to grow and expand the field you're in. So for instance, if you want to write a book, you'll eventually need to publish it. So, when I wanted to start writing books, I took classes on increasing my writing skills and how to write a book and how it all went together. And that was really exciting to me about creating the content of the book. But then once you write a book, you then have to publish it. That's a whole nother set of skills. So then you need to take courses on how to actually publish it. And for me, writing the book, putting those ideas down wasn't as much of a problem as not knowing how I was going to self-publish it in the end. And well, how do you do this? How do you do that? What if? That of the publishing process actually slowed my process in writing the book more than just writing the book. So then I had to bite the bullet and jumped into YouTube and typed in, how do you self-publish on Amazon? And then started taking courses on how to publish it. And then learned that, it's not as hard as I thought. So in that process, I was able to get my FM Tips book. It's already available on Amazon in digital form. Now, the actual print copy, the reformatting it of that is a bigger process than I had imagined. And so I'm now on the third set of reformatting to make Amazon happy and actually accept the print copy. But at least I'm doing it. And I'm learning so much in the process that the next time for my next book, it's going to be a lot faster and I'll know exactly what to do. So another example is my coaching business. So I do have a coaching business, but a lot of the marketing and things behind the scenes, I didn't really know what to do. And so that has been a major obstacle for me, is not knowing what the next step has been. So I went out, there's so many marketing courses out there. It's like, how do you know which one to use? Well, I found the Grant Cardone 10X program, and that one has been just phenomenal. It takes you through everything that you need from all the different social media platforms and funnels and sales and marketing and everything. And so it has been very inspirational for me to start moving forward on some of the areas that there are so many things I didn't even know about. But taking that course, it was taking me a long time to complete it, but it is now completed. And now I can move forward as time allows to put each new building block in place, and I can move forward with more confidence because now I know what I'm doing from someone who has made millions and billions of dollars with the same process. So that's more than just a class. That's a course where it's got all these moving parts that go into it to teach you the whole system. And that's how a class and a course are two different things. Unlocking creativity for me was all about making the decision to take that next step and do it. Each time I proved that I was able to do something even so small gave me courage to take the next step and keep progressing forward. It's been a 4-year journey for me, so don't feel like you have to do it overnight. Just take it one step at a time. The important thing to do is to decide to do it and go for it. I had 2 concussions last summer, so even now, a year later, my brain doesn't always feel like being creative, let alone functioning at all. But on those days, I just do something different because I know it's not a long-term thing. I know that could be in a couple of hours, it could be the next day, that my creativity will come back. So I just do something different that requires a little less demands, and then I look forward to tomorrow being another day of being productive and creative. The great news is that the more I challenge my brain to reconnect those damaged synapses by learning, the stronger my brain gets, and the more excited I get to do something new. The brain is incredibly strong and malleable, and God created us in His image. And even though we have a very small amount of His brain capacity, the brain He gave us, there's no computer system on earth that can match. No AI system that can replicate what our brains can do. And it can heal itself when you give it time, positive affirmations, and by learning new things and refreshing it with things you knew before, you can do so much to bring your brain back from any kind of serious brain injury. So there was a time that I never thought I would get the creative part of my brain back, but I did. And I did it by learning new things and by not listening to the voices that said that I couldn't do it. I did it anyway and proved that voice wrong. And I know you can do this too. If you would like help regaining your confidence, creativity, and your overall health, please reach out to me and I will be happy to help you. Thank you for joining me today. You could be anywhere else, but you took the time to be here. So thank you. I really appreciate that. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Did you know that one-on-one coaching is a great way to build your confidence and break through the things that are holding you back in life? Well, that's what I do. I help people look at things through a different perspective so that they can realize and reaffirm for themselves how incredibly awesome they are and about the unlimited things that they can do when they decide to do it. So if you would like to do this, if you would like to break through the things that are holding you back in life, reach out to me at andrea@nopainallgain.ca, and I'll be happy to set up a free appointment with you to see if working one-on-one together would be a good fit for both of us. After that, we can set up some time to work together, and I look forward to helping you break through those things that have been holding you back for years so that you can have the life you always dreamed of. So have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.